Suburban Sentinel here with a video about Glock handguns. Now, a couple of days ago I put up a video on SHTF handguns, and one of my primary choices for SHTF was the Glock 9mm Luger platform. And I received a bunch of private messages asking for more information about why I chose Glock. So, in the spirit of giving the people what they want, here goes. Glock tends to be a fairly polarizing brand. There are the real Glock enthusiasts or fanboys. Glock can do no wrong. They're the most reliable gun out there. They're the best gun out there. They never jam. They last forever. You never have to clean them. Then there are the detractors who say that all Glocks are garbage. They don't run. Glock's never made anything worth a damn. Well, I'm somewhere down the middle of that road. To all of you Glock fanboys out there who have bought into the Glock perfection marketing hype, you know, the Glock enough said types, just stop. Glock is not the be-all end-all of firearms technology. To all of you Glock haters out there who say that all Glocks are garbage, just stop. How many millions of these things have they sold worldwide over the last 30 years? Just stop. Personally, I'm right down the middle of the road with Glock. I don't think Glocks suck, and I don't think Glocks are the be-all end-all. And to prove it, I'll tell you what I do not like about the Glock brand. First of all, the ergonomics. I know they work for a lot of people. Just personally, I gravitate towards the American style 1911 grip. In addition, Glocks are not lefty friendly. I know the magazine can be swapped to the right side for left-handed shooters on later models, but to me, if you're truly lefty friendly, you'd have completely ambidextrous controls. Third, I don't like the plastic feel. I much prefer all metal guns. Certainly the Glock platform works, but again, I prefer a heavier all metal gun. Do Glocks shoot as well as everything else? Well, I guess that's up to the individual. I don't shoot my best with a Glock, but minute a bad guy, and that's okay for me. The two things that irk me the most about the Glock platform are first the factory sights. My Glocks don't have the factory sights anymore. They have that plastic U-shaped sight. In my opinion, those plastic sights are garbage. The other thing I don't like is, in my opinion, Glocks are overpriced. Here in our neck of the woods, a Glock is going to run $550 to $600. And in my opinion, for what it is, it's a $450 to $500 gun, especially with those factory sights. Suburban Sentinel's Cafe is open and business is booming. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Hey, good girl. You guys are something. Yeah, the other girls are making their way down here too. All right. Enjoy your lunch. I have to go back to work. Now that our section of the program bitching about Glock is concluded, let's talk about what's good about Glock. And Bella the camera cat just came in to assist. In dealing with any piece of equipment to be used out in the field, The three most important considerations are logistics, logistics, and logistics. What are logistics? Well, quite simply, logistics are getting your gear to do what you need it to do, when you need it to do it, under all reasonable and conceivable circumstances. And how do we measure logistics? We do so by what I call the ilities: reliability, maintainability, durability, interoperability, usability, and all these other crazy military style buzzwords. So let's spend a little time talking about Glock and logistics. And when I think about Glock, I think logistics, and that's why it is one of my primary SHTF handguns. First, let's talk about reliability. Does the gun go bang every time you pull the trigger? Well, from my research and personal experience, I believe that Glock is at least as reliable as the average major handgun manufacturer. Some people say that Glocks are the most reliable handgun in the world. Others say not so much. I'm not prepared to go one way or the other, but I do think that Glock is on average a very reliable handgun. Now, my personal experience with Glock has not always been positive. I had an older Glock Model 36 that was a piece of junk. But I do believe from all my research that Glocks are pretty reliable. And that's as far as I'll go with that. Maintainability. Glocks are very easy to maintain out in the field. The pistol requires no tools for field stripping. There's not a lot of extraneous parts hanging around, and it's simple to do and easy to replace the major internals. So I give Glock an A+, and I believe other manufacturers also would get an A+ for field maintainability. Durability. All of my research indicates that on average, Glocks will continue to operate, if well maintained, for thousands and thousands of rounds before the weapon needs to either be rebuilt or replaced. Now, I don't have enough rounds through my Glocks for personal experience. I only have a few thousand through each of mine. But the durability reports I've seen indicate good longevity for the parts and components. Interoperability is another strength of the Glock platform. I can pull the magazine out of this Glock 17 and use it in this Glock 26 or in a Glock 19. I can take this 32 round joystick and use it in any of the three. Also, my pistol caliber carbine accepts Glock magazines. It's very easy for systems to interface, and that's very helpful in an SHTF or survival situation. Supportability, and what we're talking about here are parts and accessories. This is one area where Glock outshines every other manufacturer in my opinion. The parts for Glocks are inexpensive and they are plentiful. You can find Glock parts just about everywhere. Accessories. If you need an accessory for a Glock, whether it's a holster, a laser, a light, sights, or whatever, you're going to have an embarrassment of riches when you're shopping for the Glock platform. And that's especially good in an SHTF scenario with respect to parts. So in sum, that is why I prefer the Glock platform for an SHTF handgun choice. I know we didn't talk about all aspects of logistics engineering all of the ilities. But this video has gone on a pretty long time, and I can't pay Bella the overtime. So, thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel, along with Bella the camera cat. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions and enlightening comments are always welcome. Shoot safely, everybody. Say goodbye, Bells.